Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we have a few things to go over as far as speculation on what is coming for the next meta in just a few days. So if we look, we have the Summer Shizu banner, we have the Milim and Trainee banner, we have the movie rerun banner. They all end on the 29th. So that is looking up to be Tuesday. So Tuesday PM, 7 PM my time, will be when the meta shifts. Now, lately what they've been doing is they've been doing the live stream a whole day early. So I'm thinking that maybe we have a 4 AM live stream on the 28th Monday, and that will show us what the next units will be, what they're going to do, and kind of give us an idea on skip or maybe not skip. You know, it is going to be very dependent on when we actually get to see them play in game, because obviously I was very anti-swimsuit meta when it first showed, and by the end of it I was pretty hyped on Milim and Trainee. Not so much on Hinata and Valentine, but they came later. But we have a few things to go over, one of which is the new gear teaser, which technically came out yesterday, but I just saved it for this video, because I'd already technically recorded this video, and then the spoiler came out, so I was like, whatever, we'll just post it. And it was scheduled for tomorrow anyways. Well, today. So, we have this gear teaser, free-to-play gear teaser, and the caption on, the rough Google Translate says, "A sneak peek of the advance hint." And then the purple says, "With beautiful decorations, do you feel a somewhat fantasy atmosphere?" So, fantasy atmosphere. Well, we already have the World of Fantasy meta, which, ironically, is currently having a rerun right now until the 12th? Yeah, so almost halfway into the month, halfway through the meta. Now, I wouldn't read too much into that, because we're coming off of a bunch of green and blue metas, and a lot of the information that we have in game right now points to an orange meta. Now, does that mean that this free-to-play unit isn't going to be on World of Fantasy? No. They probably will be. I mean, look at this armor. I know it's kind of blurry, but we have another spear user. Maybe an earth spear. Maybe. I don't know. Wouldn't hold my breath. But there's only, very select characters that thematically would wear this type of armor and cape, and it's a unit that has never received another has never received a meta summonable unit. It's just OG Gazel all the way down here. He's got the armor, he's got the red cape. This has armor, it has a red cape. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This does seem a little bit more elaborate than Gazel's normal armor, but hey, whatever. Dwarven technology, right? But as we pretty much know now, what this could thematically be means jack shit to them, because I don't think they've held to lore-specific armor since the movie, because they have to be the movie units. I don't know. So, free-to-play unit, armor and cape with a spear. Take that as you will. Maybe on World of Fantasy as a subclass or a sub category. I don't really know. But now let's kind of dive into what we do know about the incoming meta, or what we can pretty much guesstimate off of the in-game clues. So if we go into Valor Cup and we take a look at the current rules, they are very specifically geared towards something different. So, stage effect. Increases Soul of Secrets, orange orbs, skill point increase by 50%, just flat out. And then when 120 skill points are used before the opponent, decreases all Vanguard targets' physical attack resistance until the end of battle by 30%. And if we go into the actual news for this season of Valor Cup, wherever that is right here, and we go all the way down here, starting in Season 10, which is now, the starting hand is 3 oranges, 2 blues, and 1 green. So this tells us quite a few things. One, it's going to be an orange-focused meta, because the oranges are inherently buffed. We have in what looks to be a triple orange orb changer along the lines of EX Sky and Megamine. So they change, 2 greens or 2 oranges and a whatever color to 6 or 3 blues. Now we're going to get a unit that probably changes this hand into 3 oranges, which would make sense given that the starting hand also gives us extra skill points on oranges. And based on that other rule where they get physical resistance down, well, that wouldn't really make a whole bunch of sense if they gave us an incoming magic meta. So it should be an orange-focused physical meta with probably the new summonable unit going to be a triple orb changer, just like Guy, just like Megamine. And you know what? Fine. Whatever. We're coming off of a bunch of physical metas. Swimsuit meta was physical, the Adventure meta was magic, the Gods of Destiny was magic, but then World of Fantasy, Fount of Wisdom, Warrior's Mind, they're all physical. We have a lot of physical units and a lot of physical support, which is why, even in this current meta, Fount of Wisdom Rimuru and then Warrior's Mind Violet were just gods for damage support, more so than the actual meta units, Valentine and, in her own way, Hinata down here. They cannot put up the numbers that these two can alongside Guy, giving all physical allies crit. So, will he fit on this incoming meta, being a blue-focused unit? Probably not. But will he still be good and viable with his alt buff and guaranteed crits? Yeah, probably. Unless the next incoming unit is just like a rehash of these two, where it's an alt buffer plus a triple orb changer, which I think that's kind of boring. So, I don't really know. But we can expect a physical orange meta coming on Tuesday. Now, if we take a look at some other stuff, we can infer that we kind of know the typings that will be coming. Now, this is a spreadsheet that I have kept up on for my own sake. We have all of the 5-star units and free-to-play 4-star / 5-star units for every single typing. This does not include OG, like 3 and 4-star units. It's only the ones that actually matter. So, Fire, it goes all the way to Summer Memories Valentine and Shizu, Megamine, Gods of Destiny Rain, Aqua Kazuma, World of Fantasy, Gods of Destiny for Wind, and then we have Space right here. Now, if we go back into our protection characters, Velzard is buffing inherently Earth units because she gives extra damage against space. Rimuru gives extra damage against Earth, the other way. And then Diablo gives extra damage against water, Frey does fire, Trainee does light, and Mirren does dark, extra damage versus those metas, those typings. So the only one that we're missing as a main damage dealer would be against wind, because we need a space buffer. So that pretty much guarantees us that we are getting an incoming main primary space nuking unit, which, well, we haven't got for a while. I mean, we got Violet and Valentine. Would I consider them true DPS units? No, they're primarily supports. Do they have the potential to be DPS units? Yeah, because all 4 of the units that came out in Warrior's Mind were not pure DPSs. They were all supports, and by that fact, all 4 of them were DPSs then. But we haven't had a pure DPS for space since Space Shion 3.0 down here for Valentine's Day in February. So, and she's also AoE. We haven't had a single target since Shinsha. We're a little overdue for new space units, and we can see that we're keeping up with a lot of the other metas, but Light just has an inherent just a lot more units, and then Dark is kind of also outpacing. But alongside a space unit, because we're guaranteed at least one space unit, at least, Earth is looking real sad, because it's just, Earth 1.0 with Soe, Benny, and Val, they were okay for their time, and then Earth 2.0 with Mirren, Adelman, and Clayman was just terrible, and then we got the random EX Mirren, during when the banner refreshed, and then we got Warrior's Mind Guy and Rimuru, and that's it. And it's very much lagging behind the other metas in terms of summonable units or even free units. So I would expect at least one space unit, maybe two, and at least one Earth unit, maybe two, because maybe the free-to-play unit is also Earth, just to get it more in line, to give Earth a bit more option as far as team comp is concerned. But because we are missing the extra 60% damage against a wind target, we need a space nuker. I would expect it to be a single target space nuker, since this meta was, split between single target and AoE with, Hinata and Milim. But I would very much like to see a new incoming pure DPS space unit. Now, unfortunately, it is going to be physical, which means that Space Milim may get cucked a little bit because she is magic. She is the primary space attack buffer, though, so I think she'll have a spot on the team unless the next batch of units does this plus something else. But, I mean, these are pretty big cues to go off of. Now, does the spreadsheet actually matter? No. No, it doesn't. It's just what I can infer because we have so much lacking on Earth units. The space unit is guaranteed. Like, there's no arguing that. We're only missing one other typing of damage, increased damage. So that is coming. And that will also reset, so then, the month of October, and then going into the 2-year anniversary, we don't know what it's going to be, right? We've narrowed down our options to this month to only be space, and then it opens up to, they could do extra damage against 2 typings then for the 2-year anniversary. I don't know. They could totally get rid of this whole typing thing and move towards somewhere else. I don't really know. It's kind of up in the air. But I think that's about all the information I have to go over. So we have the new free-to-play gear teaser. We should get a live stream announcement within the next 2 days or so, telling us probably it's going to occur on the 28th at 4 a.m. Pacific time. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see out of this incoming orange physical, probably space meta. What unit do you think the free-to-play gear is going to be for? What protector would you like to be? What would you like the units to do? We technically already know that the primary unit is going to have that triple orb change. What else do you want them to have? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.